Hi, I'm Gail Stockton. I'm an ex-training executive from corporate America, and I'm passionate about learning. Patty Berg probably said it best when she said, always keep learning. It will keep you young. And that's what this page is all about. It's focused on you, your self-development. And what do I mean by that? What I'm talking about is things like, what are your strengths? What is it that you do best? How do you gain power and presence when you're in a situation? How do you actually handle things emotionally? We'll look at things like emotional intelligence. We'll look at things like your strengths. We'll also look at things like technology, because let's face it, technology is changing so quickly these days that if you don't have a handle on what's going on in social media, you're being left behind in the dust. So this page is dedicated to you, all the people that will be our frequent visitors in our community. We can comment amongst ourselves and really grow this page to be a learning environment that's free and accessible to anyone. So what I'd like to start off with is talking a little bit about your strengths. I'm actually a certified strength coach from Gallup, and what I'd like you to do is to make a small investment, to purchase a book. I didn't write it. It's by an individual by the name of Tom Rath, that's spelled R-A-T-H. And the name of the book is Strength Finders 2.0. It has a computer code in it that allows you to take an assessment that will tell you what are your top 5 strengths. And these are attributes that will be ranked from 1 to 5 that have unique names. There are 34 different attributes. Each one has its own title and has its own set of parameters or consistencies to it. So let me talk first about 3 people ones that you might encounter in your top 5. The first one is that of a relator. A relator is someone who, for lack of a better word, I might call an introvert. In other words, they're kind of quiet. They have some very deep relationships with a limited amount of people. They might have a network of 10 or 12 really close friends that they hang out with all the time and that have each other's back, that they would do anything for. They would lay down their life for them. The opposite of that, or an extrovert by some other terms, is labeled woo. That's spelled W-O-O, and that's the type of person who has a lot of relationships, but they're not very deep. Salespeople tend to be woo, meaning they can go up to just about anyone and strike a conversation and find out some interesting facts about the individual and use that to their advantage or to strike up rapport with the other individual. The third type of people skill that some individuals have is referred to as communication. And that's kind of where you're a blend, a mix of both. You can talk to a lot of people, but you usually do it in the form of a presentation when you're like talking one to many. Teachers, instructors, you could probably tell I happen to have that skill in my top 5 strengths. But those are the 3 people skills. The other types of things that you might encounter have to do with how you work, your stamina. It's all really very valid. The test has been analyzed and taken by over 5 million people, so it's a highly valid testing instrument. Executive coaches use it. That's where I found out about it and how I have been introduced to it. And I'm going to tell you another story and a video about the background on it. But to make a long story short, these things are being put out there for you because I want to be able to have a place where people can go and they can learn, and I can learn, because there's a saying by Robert Heinlein that when one learns, 2 learn. So I'm hoping to be enriched by the community that we form of like-minded individuals that love learning and find these types of things really helpful because they help you to be a better person, and that's really my tagline, helping other people be their best inside and out. So are you ready? Let's rock and roll.